Welcome to Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald. This one goes back to the beginning, questions asked and questions answered. Now, Jaime is bringing 12 surprise questions from her good friend Dana, and Gerald is hearing them for the first time. And backstage, Jaime told me she has not read the questions either.
Mm-mm.
So this is, buckle up. This is going to be all sorts of fun. Yeah. Keep your head and arms inside the ride at all times.
Itty bitty arms.
There is a prompt going around for people who are doing stuff with tiny hands.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm like, I'm wondering if I should do that. I think it's quite funny.
I think it'd be really cute if you could work it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So to be very clear, this amazing person is Jaime, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path. Link is in the description. I am TarotStache. Link in the description, as are ways to show your support for the channel. Dana, who is not here and who has supplied the question, all of her links are in the description. And I have this nice little way to describe her. Dana lives in the space in between. She's a 6th generation rancher and a fully trained opera singer, someone who understands both evening gowns and cowboy hats, and refuses to choose just one. After spending much of her late teens and 20s immersed in the opera world, Dana returned to her family's ranch in Oregon just before the pandemic. There, at an Oregon cattlewoman's meeting, she casually picked up a ukulele and played a few old cowboy tunes, and everything shifted. So with a wickedly trained voice and a deep love for her roots, Dana found a new way to bring her artistry home. Patsy Cline and Marty Robbins became early companions. 3-chord cowboy songs made room for a powerful voice that had spent years in opera houses. The path changed and kept unfolding. And we'll put it this way. Dana's performed across the United States, produced 3 albums, continue to build a body of work that explores her hilarity of ranch life, heartbreak, love, folk tales, religion, and mental well-being. Her most recent album, Far Beyond, released July 2024, draws inspiration from Buck Ramsey's anthem and lives in that rich, resonant feeling of being in between. She's currently working on her next album. It's okay, Dana, if you want to call a song Jaime and Gerald, it's okay. I'd be okay with that. She's actually on her tour. She's doing some touring. And so this is great. And so
she has an album out now that's more recent, but my favorite song is Nevada.
And her Spotify link is down there, her Instagram link, all sorts of great stuff. So, and what's great is she's the best opera singer in the West. And while she may not fit neatly anywhere, she's a great addition to everywhere. And Dana is the weird inspiration for that funny little picture that I posted of me riding a tricycle with a cape, sharing whimsies across the neighborhood. You can blame Dana for that. So actually, yeah, I give her full credit for that.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe. It's free. Yeah. And as always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really. Seriously, kids. Keep your head and arms inside the ride at all times. Buckle up, kids. We have got some of the best chatters here with us.
We do.
Kaylee was here really early, and I do not know if Kaylee is still here because we shifted the time for this, and it's all good. Plucky Heroine has arrived. Gigi, Madame Maru.
Hi, Maru.
Salama is here. And we're not doing readings tonight. Yeah, there you go. She already got it.
And if Dana shows up in the chat, we'll send her the link.
Oh, yes, definitely. Pamela Batchelor is here. It's great to see you. Zane has joined us. And Nancy of Crohn's Intuition.
Hi, Nancy.
So, yeah, buckle up, buttercups.
That's right.
So this does go back to the idea of the original back and forth. Back to the swapping the questions. So we're going to have a good time with that.
Yeah, back to this chunky.
Oh, you've recently uncovered those.
Oh no, they sit right here. They have never gone away.
I have moved mine around several times.
All right, fine.
Well, that's okay. And
it is.
I just finished this hat.
Yay.
For those who are following at home. And I have this on the reverse stockinette side because I think it's pretty. And it's multiple layers. It's going to keep my head a little warm. And this hat is great. Jeffrey challenged me. He said, I wonder what would happen could you make the stripes go vertical? And I went, why, yes. Yes, I can. I will do that.
So you wore your hoodie out in the snow the other night. And prior to that, you wore a very sparkly disco helmet.
Yes.
And what is your next wearing going to be?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Make it good.
See. Well, yes. I mean,
or as Tim would say, make it work.
Make it work, yes. Well, and for those of you who saw me last night with Michelle Marie, I did make a cowbell with a glimmer globe. So,
oh, I heard it for just a brief second. Holy crap! Okay.
I have to, because I put these on. You can't hear it.
No, but that is a cowbell for Dana. That is totally sparkly and lovely, and I will attest that I recently saw her with cow shit on her. So I know she goes from very high end to medium level.
I mean, Dana, if you're watching this, I am so sorry for Jamie is giving away your secrets. So, and Maru likes the disco cowbell, the Stash Chapeau Show.
Stash Chapeau.
And speaking of the stash, I spent about an hour and a half working on the Tarot the Stash Way class, which will be coming up either late February or March. So I'm looking forward to that. So Swiss cowbells are so much cooler. Yeah, those things are huge. Yes. All right. Well, I'm excited. I mean, because this was Jamie and I were hanging out I was like, if Dana wanted to ask us questions, she could. So there was a quick text, and like 15 minutes later, we got 15 questions or 12 questions. So
Yep.
But
All right.
and that's perfect. So definitely play along in the chat.
You guys have to play. So here's a way we can do this. We can do 1 to 12, or a way for you to participate, Gerald, since I have the questions. Pick a number between 1 and 12.
Oh my. No, let's just do 1 through 12. Let's just do that.
Make it simple. All right. Are you ready?
We'll make it simpler because it's Dana and I have no idea what's coming.
All right. How long did you both feel like it took you until you felt like you had a working relationship with the divine / ether, etc.? How long did you feel like it took you until you felt like you had a working relationship with divine / ether?
It's a thoughtful question, Dana. I would say it took me a good 3 years before I started to actually go, oh yeah, that's the relationship that I've developed. Because part of it was I needed to forget everything people have told me that it's supposed to be.
Right.
And instead I needed to keep showing up and figuring out my relationship with the divine.
How old were you?
How old was I? That's a rather personal question, but it was probably in my late.
You can pass.
It's probably in my late 20s.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think I was in my 30s. Now I've been working with tarot a long time, prior to that, but to say that I really had this working relationship, that connection, I want to say I was 33, I think.
Okay.
Somewhere there, around there. Yeah. It was a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, and that's an interesting thing. It's for me, it goes through an evolution and it changes as I do.
Oh, for sure.
So
yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
For us to sit stagnant would suck.
Maru said personal connection was early. Tarot connection came together a year or so.
Yeah.
A year ago or so.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You would think so. If we kind of rewind the old questions, back and forth, around the time that I learned tarot was around the time that I had that charlatan witch in our lives, mine and my mom's. And so that's why I say I didn't really have, I had the Catholic school connection, right? But that was different because I also had the Jewish influence, so yeah, I mean, I would like to say that I was tapping into my an understand. I mean, I was tapping into things, but I didn't have an understanding of it at that time.
Yes,
I
like that, because part of it for me, I believe, was, it took 3 years before I started to fully believe it, and to accept it. So,
yeah, I buy that.
Cool. Thank you, Maru. You're today's favorite for actually answering the question.
Ooh, snap. Pamela, where the hell are ya? Beth! She's not here.
Well, and anyway. I'm sitting here going, do not make me get the word out.
Okay. You ready for number 2?
Mm-hmm.
The weirdest, the weirdest thing to you that you have encountered while divining.
Oh, the weirdest thing for me that has happened while I was divining is that about an hour and a half passed when it felt like it was 30 seconds for me. I sort of stepped out of my body and words were just flowing out of my mouth, apparently. And that has happened several times.
Yeah.
I have, it's happened several times, but it's been, I've worked where I don't completely step away like that. I sort of stand to the side and I observe.
Yeah.
Oh, this just in from Pamela. I have a complicated relationship with the divine. Okay.
Fair.
Yeah.
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 Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. Everybody wants to know.
I know, right? Well, it could be divine, it could be ether, it could be universe, it could be, you know, your connection that you feel when you start reading, you know?
Yeah. Go ahead and answer your question and then give your answer and then I'll pop up Zane's.
Okay, cool. So I don't want to say that it's the weirdest thing, but I think at the time it was the weirdest thing. We've done we were with Betsy Palmer and we talked about the Claires.
Yes.
And gosh, I don't know how old I was, but I remember smelling everything.
Mm.
And that was a really, really strange thing. And then it was time and time after that where we would have ghosts or stuff in the house. And we would smell cologne and things like that. So I would say that that would be the weirdest thing is when you're in the middle, for me, when you're in the middle of concentrating on either what you're hearing or what you think you're hearing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're smelling to go along with everything, you know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Zane did share. Thank you, Zane. And by the way, thank you, Pamela. Zane said, I don't have a specific time frame for my spiritual connection, but I know even as a child, I was drawn to things like runes and ancient alphabets because they felt like they spoke to me. So 7-ish. It's like what you're doing is he's always had that connection to the sigils.
That's what I was just gonna say that, and that's why he loves sigils so much.
Yeah. I like that too.
Did you see Maru's comment right above that?
When I get time accuracy, it blows me away a bit. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I do like to go back to your answer. I do like that because you, Zane, and I have experienced that a lot to where we're so in the everything. And it's like we look and 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours has passed, and we're like,
yes.
How did that happen?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay. You ready for the next one?
I am.
I love the way she words these. They're great.
Oh, no, Dana. Okay.
With love and respect, spiritual pet peeves, entities that don't suit you.
Say that back again.
Yep. With love and respect, spiritual pet peeves / entities that don't suit you.
My initial reaction is I have a tendency to avoid fae simply because they can be very deceptive. I am not a person who appreciates deceit.
Correct.
That being said, I have worked with them. but I do have a tendency to go, all right, we're coming into this very slowly. We're not going fast and furious, because my experience with those beings have a tendency to be, Hollywood has made them look certain ways.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's subtlety. Oh, and Zane's like, I have to think on this one.
Do I need to repeat the question, Zane?
Well, go ahead and repeat it again so everybody can hear it.
With love and respect, spiritual pet peeves / entities that don't suit you. So I can go. So there is a book that I really wanted to get, and Benabel had talked about it. I don't know if we mentioned it when we sat down with her or if she talked about it in a video, but it's a book about it's all the demons, and it's a cute little book that looks, I like things like that, to where you can just turn a page and you're like, right? So
is it this one?
No.
Okay.
Nope. It's an actual, it looks like a field guide almost.
Okay.
And it's, I don't know, it came out maybe 3 years ago. I think Zane knows which one I'm talking about, but 3 years ago, I think. Maybe longer. I don't know. But that's just not where I am or where I am comfortable. As most people know, I'm the little unicorn inside. Yes, I'm cynical. Yes, I have a bad mouth, but I am the starburst colors, right? The taste the rainbow thing.
Yes.
It's Jeffrey over there making faces.
No.
So I tend to stay away from that. And I know this is going to be controversial, and I'm going to follow it up with hold on, wait a minute. So, yes, Pamela. So I am not a fan of channelers.
Okay.
It is because of my experience with the lady Birdie. There are two that I trust. One's name is John, and the other one is Betsy. Those are the two that I trust. Now, I'm sure that I have other people that channel and I just don't know it, or it's not like their main focus of things, but I am severely distrustful. Not that I don't believe in it, just severely distrustful of it.
Yeah, you had that bad experience. Go back and watch some of the playbacks. Yeah. Maru said, I tend to shy away from darker and horror themes. Some of it I admire, but strange and gory get to me. The other, because there's a question about annoyance. Annoying in there. Was that it?
Pet peeve. Spiritual pet peeves.
Yeah, spiritual pet peeves. I do experience a lot of different deity guides that will show up and make themselves known when they're pushy.
Yeah.
And they do not respect boundaries.
Yeah.
I will have none of it.
Yeah.
None of it. So, Zane says, I'll say a spiritual pet peeve is when people say you have to follow a specific path, like the Wiccan path, etc., to be a real witch. And I know amazing Wiccans. I'm just using that as one example. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I know some druids that say that I couldn't possibly be. And it's like, hell yeah, I can. I was made. I can and I am. And just because I don't follow your seed and the way that you guys do it, it doesn't make me any less,
Yeah. Pamela says, same here, Jamie. Very distrusting. It's too easy to manipulate susceptible people.
Yeah.
And yes. And Maru has mentioned gatekeeping in general. Yes. Because how dare you tell me what my connection is to the divine? So
Exactly. Ooh, this is a good one. Are you ready? They've all been good, but practical advice for good spiritual hygiene / how to handle walls and frustration. Practical.
My first practical suggestion for spiritual hygiene is to look at the playlists that I have, which is grounding, shields, and spiritual hygiene.
Absolutely.
Where I've talked with medium Betsy Palmer. My thing about practical advice with that, with spiritual hygiene, is do it regularly, even when you don't think you need to. Don't do it just when you have family coming over.
Right.
Don't dust just because family's coming over.
So my smirk over here is, I just want to interject. Wash your hands.
I love that. Yes.
It's simple. It is a thing. I do not touch my stuff unless I have washed my hands.
Absolutely.
Anytime I walk into this room, I have washed my hands. Yes. And then I hit the Florida water, which I know some people can't do. But yeah, I believe in cleaning your altar space if you have one. I believe the incense, the candles, the sand, the black salt, I believe in all of that. Clean it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and Jeffrey did say wash your hands before and after you work with the tools.
Yeah.
It just think of good hygiene in general.
Here's another piece of the hygiene part, though. We've talked about this a lot. I don't come in here and touch cards or charms or dice or tarot journaling, like we used to do that tarot journal thing. If I'm in a super, super bad place in the cabeza, I don't do it. I have to get to a good, clean place because I feel like I'm then kind of spitting on my tools.
Yes.
And I don't like that. I don't like the feeling.
Yeah. It's really good. Zane really liked how Maru said gatekeeping, because that's certainly true. I do think what's also important, because every time I take a shower, I do the Donna Eden zip up. I've talked about that before. Go watch some of those videos.
Yeah.
It's a great practice because the idea of ritual, I think when you ritualize the standard cleaning and the cleansing and the hygiene, it adds an element from our ancestors and the history and doing it from there.
Yeah.
I kind of now live in my altar, so it lives with me, but I keep my hands clean as a rule. I love that.
Yeah.
And yes, wash my hands, and I don't touch my face or food and touch my cards. I like my cards and dice cleaned.
Yeah.
Yes. Crabby woo-woo invariably produces a poor result.
It's true, Plucky. So the other part of that, and of course she's not here to ask, and I am not even tempted to infer, but the other part of it is, how do you handle walls and frustration? So I think it's practical advice when you hit a wall and you get frustrated in a spiritual sense, I believe, because I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, she and I, and T. When you hit those walls, you know, what would you say to that? Oh, wise one.
Jeffrey, she's asking you what you would say. What I would say about hitting the wall is when you hit a wall, that means you're growing. I mean, and
I think when you're pulling your hair, you need to sit back and take a deep breath and maybe have some tea.
Oh yeah, you need to have a snack and a nap. Calm down, because when we're trying to push, sometimes we do have to push. We have to go, I need to get through this. Intuitively, we know that there's a bit of a desire to go, okay, I'm trudging through the mud of this, and I'm just got to get to the other side. I think when if you hit a wall and it's just like stuff's not working as it was before, then take a bit of a break. Go. Yeah. I mean, step away, reevaluate, be nice to yourself.
Yeah. That's super important.
Yeah. And I would also say, depending upon who you are and how you look at things,
switch decks. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We've got, I do not use cards when I feel upset. They usually help me calm down. Oh, I do use my cards when I feel upset. Yep.
Yeah.
Plucky said, if the wall is an entry to wait and try again later, switching decks is a great suggestion. This is hard for me because I'm very much a believer in do things in a way that feels right and true to you.
Yeah.
I'm very relaxed and eclectic practitioner, but I don't use spiritual items without cleansing them with salt or smoke of some variety. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to ask you to do me a favor, Zane. I will have to send you a text. I just thought about it. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Are you going to mute yourself and send the text like right now? Because I can play the word moist if you need me to.
No, but do you have a station identification?
I don't have a really good one.
Aw.
I know. Oh, and Zane says text away.
Okay.
Sorry. I think it is one of those things, though. When we hit a wall, it just means sometimes you just need to repot the plant so the plant can thrive.
Yep.
Oh, here you go. This just in from Pamela. Playing with decks with no expectations is just fun. Yes.
I like shuffling, and I like just pulling cards and looking at. I sometimes, when we have a Wednesday evening thing, I will get a deck out and I will shuffle, and then I will do 3 cards and look at them, kind of think how they work together, because there's things that Jeffrey and Gerald have taught me about story. And then I go, 3 more and I look at them, and it's just one of those things. And I do that quite literally sometimes for a while. It's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Some of Zane's best card pulls come from mindless shuffling. And oh yeah, here you go. Try getting curious about something. And Plucky says the wall may show you a door. It's a good thing. I would also say, here, I'm going to pull this out, and Dana, this is just for you. I don't know if you do like a warm-up exercises or anything like that. I don't know. Do opera singers do that? Probably. Maybe go back to the basics and do that and figure out where you might be missing a connection.
Well, I think when I think of walls and frustration, now I've had conversations with Dana, so I have to kind of like be aware.
Well, I'm extrapolating, so
yeah. So I think you just touched on it just a moment ago. Adjust your expectations. Just because you think it should be this way doesn't necessarily mean that it should be this way.
Yeah.
And I think that what everybody said,
Mhm.
walk away for a minute, come back, adjust your expectations.
Pamela says, I open a favorite book of poetry or a song and turn it into a fun spread. And let me tell you, she
Yeah,
do
she's a
that.
spread
She do
queen.
that well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely. I am so curious to hear what everybody has to say. I'm always curious to hear what you have to say, Gerald, but I'm curious to see what everybody else say in chat if they will participate.
well, they are, but are
I know
on
I'm
this
giving
new
them a chance.
question,
It's my job.
it's your job.
When divining, what is a red flag and how do you generally handle it?
In divining,
What is a red flag and how do you generally handle it? I think that you could answer this question better than anybody just because you do public readings and private readings and you know.
a red flag for me, I'm going to do that thing where it just feels wrong. Well, my experience has told me is if it feels wrong, it's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm willing to reshuffle a deck 2 or 3 times at most before I switch a deck, or we sit back we reframe the question. A lot of times for me, a red flag is when it's a poorly worded question, because I'm not going to get anywhere with that. Paul Simon once said, if you start with the truth, then in the lyrics, then you can go anywhere in the song. And if there's no connection, it's like, what? Plucky said, if it's too good to be true, it probably isn't. So I think for me is I also and I have to be very careful with this, Jamie and Dana, and those of you who are watching. If I feel deceit in the way the question is being asked, and I've gotten much bolder with this, especially in private readings, I will address that with the person. I will call it as I see it. I've actually given people their money back from readings that just weren't going anywhere.
Right.
So, Maru said, red flag when you find yourself trying to appease a client. Yes. Yes. Pamela shared, a possible red flag is when a certain card just doesn't fit in place. I'll look at the card in reverse for some insight. That's smart.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because I do different things, but when I think of red flag and how do you generally handle it, so I think of Drek. Like if this feels like ick, like Drek, or like I've been asked a question that it's not necessarily a red flag, but if I've been asked a question that really this isn't the time for the answer, that's not really answering the questions. But anyway, it's kind of like that spin around 3 times, spit, and try again. Gosh, I don't know. That's a hard one. Like I said, I think it's that question is best suited for somebody like you. But if somebody were to ask me to read cards for them, and they're looking for something specific, and when my answer doesn't fit with their kind of agenda, that's a red flag.
Yeah. Zane said, "Oh, I'd say my red flag is when my mind goes blank. That actually only happens when I'm not in the right headspace for interpreting the cards."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hi, Linda.
And Linda Day Gonzalez is here. Hi, Linda.
Hmm.
And it is one of those things. I think for the red flags. A red flag for me as a public reader is when I've seen that person
Oh yeah.
ask the same question in multiple chats on the same day.
Yeah. It's annoying as hell.
Well, it's annoying as hell. It's disrespectful for the
Yeah.
reader,
Yeah.
and for the other people in chat.
Yeah, I agree.
And Zane says, or it tells me I'm trying too hard to make a message appear.
Yeah, I would say those are two good red flags, Zane. And I would agree with you 100%.
Robert Sprite is here.
Hi.
Nancy, I would, no pressure. Would love to hear what you're thinking with some of these questions too. So that's a fun question. Thank you, Dana.
Mm-hmm. Okay, question 6 is a two-parter.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to read it and then I'll read it again. Okay. Is it possible? Yes. Yes, that too. Is it possible to find out things you weren't supposed to know while divining? B, if so, should you do anything?
Yes, it depends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do it publicly usually on a live reading. I might do it in a private reading. Sometimes my I consider it an honor and a privilege to be able to do readings for people.
Yeah.
And so I am very respectful about that. And it goes into the box. If I'm doing a reading for you, Jamie,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to remember that reading generally, I just don't.
Yeah.
It goes into the Jamie box, and I'm not going to remember it. I'm not going to talk about it.
Right. Yeah, I have been fortunate in my connection with Dana to connect with and for all of you, that's where I get my stuff. I get my hits back here. But to connect with certain people from her past that are no longer here, or some people that are connected to her, not necessarily related to her. And so that's been a blessing and a privilege. And this happens a lot with certain people that I'm able to connect with on that ether level.
Mm-hmm.
That when sometimes I will hear things that I'm not necessarily supposed to relay.
Yeah.
And so I have to be discerning and
Yes.
not want to.
Discernment is something that I've learned in the last 10 years of doing readings.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm given something so I can deliver a clearer message that the person is able to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
sometimes I'm asked a question and I get just no.
Yeah. Well,
No.
and I have gotten, I feel like I'm shouting. I have gotten messages from guides that are very clearly, this is for your information, so you understand the situation. I'm like, got it. Pamela did say, it is a hard question, and I'm very curious about the answers. After doing this blah-ish result, I'll do the same spread with a new deck.
A different
voice. That's very, very nicely done. That also being said, Pamela, sometimes I need to get up, go get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, wash my hands.
Yeah.
And sometimes that shifts the energy enough.
Mm-hmm.
And Maru did say, I mean, a clarifying question is okay, but not an actual repeat looking for a better answer. You are absolutely right. And to be honest with you, I have read for people who, when they have come in and asked a similar question, energetically, I know they've done work from the last time they asked the question.
Right.
And
Well,
I'm
and
like,
sometimes people that do come into another chat and they'll say, "Hi, Timmy." They'll say, "Hey, I got a reading earlier from,
yeah,
but I'm kind of stumped on what to do with blah." I appreciate that much more when I'm sitting in chat than I do people that just go to every single live there is and ask the same fucking thing. Ooh, the same thing.
Yeah. So I want to say we're past the 30 seconds. It's okay.
Okay, cool.
I want to go back and I want to give praise to Pamela, because that idea of using the same spread with a different deck, it does shift the energy.
It does.
And I think that's a really smart choice.
Mm-hmm.
I may file that away, Pamela, and go, Pamela Batchelor said, when you're dealing with spreads, sometimes changing the deck and doing the same spread will work. The other thing is, sometimes if it's a question about, if you have a deck that you usually use for a certain style of reading, completely do something opposite. I mean, I've done really serious readings with silly decks because it lightens the mood. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you, Pamela. I'm giving you credit for that, if that's okay.
All right, you ready for the next one?
I am ready. Loins girded.
Goited? No goiters.
Please, no goiters.
What? Oh no. What? Well, yeah, it would be a what question. Most delightful thing to you that has happened while doing a reading, or whatever choice of tool. I'm doing this a lot. Whatever choice of tool, but what's the most delightful thing to you that has happened?
When somebody says, I absolutely understand that and I needed to hear that, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Because oftentimes I have no idea if what I'm saying is making any sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
And when somebody says, that's exactly what I needed to hear, that makes sense. And especially in the private reading, and I love this when this happens, watching people make these connections, and they go, oh, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. My favorite, because I usually just read for people that I know. It's only occasionally that I'll read for someone that I don't know, and it's as a favor to someone I do know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I like it when it's somebody that I know well, and they go, "Oh shit," or something to that effect. Of, oh, okay, well, now that makes sense because you've just decided to kick me in my teeth. And it's like, I didn't do anything to you.
You were the one who asked for the reading.
Yeah, I didn't do nothing to you.
Yeah. Linda does bring back, feedback is so important to me. And what's great is especially when it's not clear to me, but I'm getting it's just when I'm getting the clear message, say it this way, do this. So Nancy said, some decks I use are cold. That's when I start again with ritual and choose another deck. It makes all the difference.
It's interesting to me because it's I'd like to hear other readers and their experiences with their decks and or choice of divination tool, because Nancy is one of the most delightful readers to listen to and watch. I don't want to say that she's entertaining, because that kind of like gives it a charlatans kind of feel, but I enjoy listening to Nancy's voice. I enjoy listening to how she bounces off of the other readers.
Yes.
It's very enjoyable. So it's hard for me to imagine her decks as being like, I'm not speaking today. You know?
Yeah. Nancy also added, when I read for someone and it makes no sense, I love it when the message makes perfect sense to the person I'm reading for. Yes. And going back to what Linda said, feedback is really important. When I do a private reading, it's very participatory.
Ooh, that's a word.
Yes, isn't that a word? It's and because if this is making no sense to you, I need you to tell me that, because that's the relationship that I want to have. Then I can do different things. Maru said, it was when I was reading with Bobby, and the Three of Cups reminded me of the Tarot Architect book. And the querent said they had just purchased the book. Her question was about growing her knowledge.
Synchronicity.
Love it. Love it. I also love to find dynamic pairs who just start talking. I found a pair yesterday and it blew me away. I was just playing.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
I do too. And it wasn't until I took some classes with Sadhana from Integrative Healing with Sadhana, where she was talking about pairing tarot decks. Why the heck would I pair a tarot deck? Why would I rotate a tarot deck based upon the seasons? So it's great. And I like it when the cards force my perception to make a paradigm type shift. It's very gratifying. And also, Pamela also agrees. I agree. Nancy is very grounded reader. She brings it from her heart. Yeah. I actually had a reading at one point. I was doing sort of a mediumship reading, and there you go. And
You're welcome, honey.
Well, yeah.
It's only the truth.
There you go. I did a reading for somebody who they wanted. They wanted some information from their father. Really? Okay. And what was really interesting is the message was that they were a huge dick when they were alive, and I just said, all right, I'll say it, and it really resonated with the person. Oh, Maru said 3 of coins, not cups. That is of keeping all the cards straight in my head. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, I'm not going to dig at anybody for that. That shit happens to people all the time. It's fine.
Yeah. And Linda agrees with Pamela. Bringing it from the heart.
All right, you ready?
Did you answer that question?
I don't know if I did or not. I think, yeah, I did. I did answer that. I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Are you feeling a shift in this is a loaded one because you and I have talked about the stuff, but are you feeling a shift in the energies with these large astrological transits / endings of the wood snake year?
Yes. I do not necessarily just put it on just that. I think it's a combination of multiple things all at once.
Yeah, so I'm giving a disclaimer because I do not want to offend anyone that I know that does a lot with astrological readings and how they do their day and all of that stuff, because I have the utmost respect for that. I am unable to keep track of all of that stuff. I have tried like hell to keep track of all of that stuff, and it has not worked out for me. So I have great respect for it. I've talked to Dana about this before, and I think some of the stuff factors in for me, but I don't give a huge amount of credence to it for the simple reasoning that Gerald just gave, because I think it's multiple factors, not just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just astrological for me. It's like, where am I in this phase of life? What is going on at work? What is going on at home? How are my pets? Where am I with a couple of the diseases I have? You know, all of that stuff. I think it all factors in.
I think it all factors in. And what I appreciate about it is it's multidimensional.
Yeah.
And that's great. And sometimes for me, I can't handle multidimensional. And so I don't. Plucky said, as a querent, I feel it's important to give feedback to the reader as an balanced exchange of energy.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You and I have talked about that.
Yeah.
Quid pro quo.
Maru said, more situational information gives better intuitional results. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Nicely said, Maru.
Yeah.
Nancy said, my recent health issues have given me a deeper understanding of the spiritual aspects of reading. It's hard to explain. I am more aware of the unseen things.
Oh, you don't have to explain that to me. I understand that fully. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. You ready? It's another two-parter.
Okay.
I'm just going to read part of the sentence. Okay. What's the worst piece of advice you ever received for divining?
Do you want me just to answer that?
Yep.
This card means this all of the time when it comes to tarot.
Okay. And with that, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
What do you see in the cards? Because that's what you should be paying attention to and following.
Worst piece of advice, you can only do it this way.
Ugh.
That oof, I'm gonna get myself into trouble with this, but I'm gonna try and keep it generic. The cards aren't alive. They're just pieces of paper. Worst piece of advice for me.
They're tools for us to get information and to help bring things forward.
Yeah, I do give personality and life to my cards, and that's on me, but I enjoy that part of it.
Yes.
So I'm okay with it, right? I'm not delusional or anything like that.
Well, not because of that.
Not because of that. What the best piece of advice I ever received? Take your reading and make it a sentence.
Aw, he's not in the room, so he didn't hear that.
It doesn't matter. He'll see it on the playback. Because it's a fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have got some great chat. Maru said the veil thins.
Mm,
It does.
mm.
Pamela said, I am content not to understand or figure out things. I know my heart understands.
Mm-hmm.
Best advice, listen.
Oh, Nancy, gosh darn it. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
also say listen not just with your ears, but listen with your energy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Listen
Timmy
with your
said
colors.
it's hard to maintain concentration when trying to travel past that veil. That's been my challenge.
Mm.
Yeah. And Pamela said, my word of the year is unknown, and last year was unwritten.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
The best piece of advice was for learning to see and read the cards differently. Make it a story. Wonder who that came from.
Huh.
I don't know.
What's your worst piece of advice, Zane? I want to know that.
Maru said, worst. I don't know. I just do what feels right and what I'm capable of best. Read like a storybook.
Mm-hmm.
These are good questions, Dana, if you're listening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I'm waiting to see if Zane's going to answer worst.
Oh, well,
Um,
here, let me put this up there. Here, we'll do something a little different. This section of the video is brought to you by the word silence. Everyone say it with me. Silence. Silence. Absence of sound or noise. Stillness.
I like that one.
I do too, because silence is one of those things which actually speaks louder than lots and lots of words and screaming.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Mm-hmm.
So Castile is here,
Hi.
um, but if we stay silent, if we say silence, it ruins the silence. I know. You notice I didn't say anything.
Maruta.
Worst, probably that the answers are just coming from myself. No, they're not, Brenda.
No, they're not, Brenda. Come on.
Yes, yes. No, they're not, Brenda. And yes, when you really need to be heard, whisper.
Yeah, I'm an over explainer. So that's tough for me.
I've never over explained anything.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Ready?
Yes.
Favorite movie depicting, excuse me, divining magic, spirituality, etc. Oh no. Tina. Oh no.
Well, this is there. Does anybody know the clock with the house with the house with the clock in the walls? Okay, obviously not. There's a movie. It was the last movie that I went to the theaters to see. So it came out about 8 years ago.
1945.
It came out about quite a bit. Zane says The Craft, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
But the great thing about it, it's about a kid who ends up becoming an orphan, and he has to go live with his uncle, and his uncle is a magician, a legit magic person, not just crafty sort of thing. And he's figuring out how his magic works for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing some stuff. He's actually taken a magic 8-ball and he's doing stuff with it. And the uncle looks at him and says, "That's not how you do that." And the kid looks at his uncle, and the kid's like 12. He says, "This is my magic, not yours." And the uncle went, Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Zane said The Craft.
Mm-hmm.
The Life of Chuck. Nancy, You Contain Multitudes. Yeah. Oh, I could put a big puffball on it, or a couple, because it does have that. So
Because it does have that.
yeah. So Jamie, what's your thought?
I don't have one. Most times the most magical movies. So when I'm asked questions like this, generally every answer will go out of my head, which
Yes.
is what has happened now.
Awesome.
Most magical movies, though, for me, uh, don't necessarily have anything to do with magic or spirituality or any of that stuff. It's just if it takes me to another place and I can suspend disbelief and I don't have the worries of the day, then that's magic to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
The Life of Chuck is on Prime.
Oh, Silk made a hat, or said, I made a hat. Good for you. Yes, Life of Chuck is on Prime, the most profound film I've seen. We continue. Excuse me, I'm writing that down.
Multitudes, The Life of Chuck. And then Maruta says fantasy, strange magic, magic workings, The Good Witch.
There you go. Well, and here's one that might be a little weird for people. 13 Ghosts.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the most recent 13 Ghosts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, ooh, cool.
Yeah, Zine, I was going to say that could also be practical magic. They both represent very practical, no pun intended, depictions of witchcraft, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say that movie, but then I'm like, okay, well, that's predictable for me, right?
Hey, okay. Now I want to know what Dana to feel. Oh, here. I'm going to be bitchy.
Oh,
I want
God.
Dana to feel obligated to answer her own questions in the comments afterwards.
Oh, snap. Dana.
I remember 13 Ghosts from like 30 years ago. Don't really remember the plot anymore, but The Good Witch.
Mm-hmm.
And Simply Irresistible is about food magic. I love it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Isn't she wonderful, Zane?
Well, yes, Maruta, thank you.
Yeah. I'm probably going to lose a subscriber. Dana's going to go unsubscribe.
No, she's not. Okay, we have two more.
Okay, let's do this, kids.
All right.
Thanks everybody for being here. I do appreciate it.
Yeah. Favorite crystal?
Gosh.
My topaz flame, smoky, smoky flame. La 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 la.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of blue lace agate. I have a blue lace agate that I wear around my neck regularly with my marriage talisman that Jeffrey and I had made.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a fan of this one. This sits next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember what it is, but it was a gift to me, and it's quite lovely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have several that sit. I like that a lot. It has good, yummy, you know.
Yes.
I have a lot of crystals that sit in front of me. The big Mama Jamma, she's always my. But I love this.
This is coppermite.
Oh, did you remember?
Oh, Maru told me.
Oh, I love this little baby.
Aw, did that just slide off of all of the 9 of Pentacles that don't have one?
Yes, absolutely. Slid completely.
Yeah.
That was from Jonathan, uh,
Nice.
from Hawaii.
Prehenite,
Mm-hmm.
smoky quartz, selenite, can't pick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There was a black tourmaline, and they're all his babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, labradorite,
Yeah.
sapphire,
Mm-hmm.
and but you know, I'm actually a big fan of like my I anytime I'm doing readings, you're all seeing this, which is my tiger's eye.
Yeah.
So I like little pieces of jewelry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah. Yeah. I like any Oregon agate, which you would think that I would have a ton sitting. Well, I do have one piece. Sorry. She's right here.
cool.
She's special.
Aw, lovely.
Huh. Any Oregon agate. Love it.
I have several stone snails. I can't narrow it down any further than blue crystals.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
you know, I mean, in my wedding ring, we have sapphire and citrine. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have blue sapphires in my wedding ring, my big fancy one.
Rose quartz. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You go with the OGs. My necklace is dainty, and people do like my necklace.
Yes, we love your necklace.
Was this the last one?
Yep. You ready?
I'm ready.
It's a cute one. Is there any random thing associated with ether that just tickles you to bits? Laughy cry face.
Is there anything?
Associated with the ether that just tickles you to bits?
Okay, I'll just say it. My God, it has a great sense of humor for me.
Mm-hmm.
It is freaking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. So for me, the random thing associated with ether that tickles me to bits. I have 2 friends that I read with regularly, and it tickles me to absolutely no freaking end when either our birth cards show up in a reading, or we get the same numbers, or we get sequential, because that's happened, or if we get some of the same cards.
Yes.
All of those things tickle me to death because we what is the expression we use? You can't make this shit up.
Cannot make this stuff up. No.
And when that happens, it is joy to me. It is infinite joy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Zane is like synchronicities for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Maru said, I'm currently having a good time getting to know my blue adventurine skull.
Oh, nice. Nice.
The ether always lets Maru know that it knows what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they do happen so often. It's wild in the best way.
Yeah, it's crazy wild. I love
all
it.
of the synchronicities. And what's great is the idea of, the sense of humor. Oftentimes for me, it shows up as those synchronicities. Well, would you look at that? And,
when we do deck interviews and then the numbers turn out to be my birth cards, it's like, well, hello. You can't make it up. You can't make it unmath.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
You saw me shuffle, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, and the repeat cards.
Mhm.
I just, the sense of humor is just great for me because, and that's the thing, that there is a lot of humor and joy because that's the energy that I want. That's the energy that I resonate with. And
Mhm.
for me, it's the sense of, okay, well, here you go. you know, so
Yeah.
I love it.
Mhm.
Wow.
I know.
Great questions, Dana.
Yeah. Great questions, Dina.
Thank you,
I bet
Dana.
you she's at a gig and that's why she couldn't join us.
It's okay. It's
Mhm.
okay. That's why
Mhm.
there's playback. Yeah, yes. I really shuffled the cards though.
Oh, you can say that to Zane. You can totally say that to Zane. And I'm sorry, yes, the word rude, that's
Yeah.
fine. But I swear, it's like, Zane, did you even shuffle your cards?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
said it more than once. So,
Oh yeah. It's like
oh, yay. Thanks, Zane.
stalker cards
Oh, yeah.
and how they show. Yes.
Hmm.
I third those sentiments. Fantastic question, Dana.
Hmm.
There you go. And thanks, Dana, for the questions. I shuffle the longest usually.
It's true. It's fact. That's why it's like, no, you were just sitting there playing with your cards.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Perfect. Jamie, this has been fun.
Yeah. Thank you for making the adjustments for the day. I
Of
appreciate
course.
it. I
We
am
have
always the most happiest when I get to spend my time with you.
aw.
Mhm.
And next week we will be back. We're still negotiating what we want to do.
Negotiating.
We're negotiating. My people are calling her people.
And
Um,
my people are hanging up.
and your people are hanging up and saying, "We're playing with a puppy. Leave us alone."
Ooh.
So, and
Hmm.
very thought-provoking questions tonight. Thanks, everyone. That's Jeffrey.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
I love it when you two are together. I enjoy your show so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And it's been good. Yes, great listening to you. My voice to text absolutely hates me today. What are you that
That, because I can hear him.
rude?
Rude.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and so
There's playback though, baby.
there
Come
is
play
playback.
along.
Yes,
Yeah.
back and forth is my favorite show of the week. Well, thank
Oh,
you.
Pamela, I love you. Thank you.
Yes.
It's
And
so
these
kind.
are great questions to ponder, Plucky. They really are.
Hmm.
I think that's just delightful.
Yeah.
For fun for all of us. Life of Chuck also on Hulu.
Okay. Cool.
Nice. That's perfect. And so that was answering Dana's questions. And thanks for
Mhm.
laughing with us. Like and subscribe and tell us which question surprised you the most.
Mhm.
Podcast replay is up right after this. If you do your podcast and all that stuff, there. And Silk is Steele's Kitchen Witchery had a rough day. They're going to go lay
Mhm.
down, and well,
Mhm.
I hope we lightened things for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and
Dana, I love you, and I will see you when you're back.
thanks, Dana. And you could.
Sushi's on you.
What'd you say?
Sushi's on you.
Sushi's on Dana.
Mm.
Well, what time should I be there?
Or steak.
Or steak?
Yeah, it's
It's
her
what's
favorite
for
food.
dinner.
Steak.
It's
Hmm.
what's for dinner.
Yeah, steak
So
and vegetables and sauces. Our sauce night. It was so fun. Anyway,
You're having a moment. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Mm.